Any doubt? The last topic? No? Should we start with next? Averages and ratio proportion. Both of these topics would be cakewalk for you guys. Very easy topics, very easy. And PYQs are also, you will be able to solve most of them. There's some tricky ones. Of course, you won't. Probably you won't. That is fine. But, otherwise, it's a very easy topic, very simple, very fast. We'll cover it. One lecture each should be enough, I hope. Maybe PYQs will take some more time. So 3 lectures in total. But anyway, you guys already know what average is. You have heard it from your childhood. If you're a cricket fan, you have tracked it. What is Sachin's average? What is Kohli's average? Rohit's average, etc., etc., etc. Average is nothing but total divided by number. The concept of average is not new, of course. Average is simply sum of all the items or units that are involved that we want to calculate divided by total number of items. So in the cricketing terms, it is for a batsman, number of runs he scores divided by number of innings he plays. That would be average, right? And in general, average is sum of items divided by number of items. And this is the only thing we will use in this classroom. In this class, there are other formulas. I have mentioned them wherever they are. For those of you who want to remember formulas, you are free to do so. But otherwise, we will use only this. Average is equal to sum of all the items divided by number of items. This is the only this is not even a formula. This is a definition of average. That is the only thing we will use to solve the questions. And of course, if average is sum divided by number, then sum would be average into number, right? And number of items would be sum divided by average. So these are same formula, derivation of one another, right? Sum of items is equal to average into numbers. It will go into multiplication there. Number of items, it will go into multiplication. Average will come as a division. So number equal to sum by average. Fine. Acha, Harita is saying she is on the way. Okay. Find the average of following. देखो हो रहा है क्या? What would be the average? Sum of all the items, sum of all the numbers divided by how many numbers are there. फर्स्ट का, थर्ड का, सेकंड का? Or the most difficult one you solved? Wow. For a simple question, we had 3 answers. Of course, 2 of you are wrong. At least 2 of you are wrong. Fine. Well, yes, correct. Last one is most difficult. Of course, if every number is 12, average is also 12. Average is the mean value. पानी पानी पी क्या या तो पी लो साथ में. Next is average of a combined group. So in this section, what we have is we have average of group number 1 and we have average of group number 2. And then what we do, we merge the group, right? So we want to find out average of combined group. We know the average of group number 1 and number of people in that. So we know sum of items of that group. And we also know same things for group number 2. So we know sum of the items of all the people in group 2. If we combine, total sum would be sum of this plus sum of these people, right? And divided by total number would be the average. Utna hi karna hai. Average would always be sum divided by number. If there are m items in group 1 and n items in group 2 and averages are a and b, and in this chapter if we are given two quantities out of 3, which 3? Average, sum and number. First thing always would be to calculate remaining third unknown thing. If we are given two values out of 3, average, number of items and sum of items, first thing we will do is calculate the third one. Okay. Now here look, there are m items, so number of items is given and average is a and b. So average is given, number and average is given. We will calculate sum. Sum of group 1 is equal to number of items into average. Sum of group 2 is equal to number of items into average, right? Now we want to calculate average of entire group, which would be sum of the items in entire group divided by number of items. Again, average is total by number. So total is total of this plus total of this, sum of this plus sum of this, right? Welcome. Total sum of the group would be sum of group 1 plus sum of group 2, so which is MA plus NB divided by M plus N, which is number of items when we join both the groups. Correct? Let us see the questions. There are two questions, I think. Yes. Instead of average, make it total. Average weight should not be 1500, no? Okay, now Vibhas is online. Vibhas आता है अपना friend. He is attending online today. अच्छा, आप भी रास्ते में हो, आ जाओ आ जाओ. कोई बात नहीं, आ जाओ. Total weight of 30 girls, total weight is 1500 and total weight of boys in the class, this is happening in the classroom, is 2400. And we want to find out the average weight of the class. What would be average weight? Total weight divided by number of students. Average is always total by number. गर्ल्स का टोटल वेट दिया है, बॉयज का टोटल वेट दिया है, कैन यू कैलकुलेट टोटल वेट ऑफ द क्लास? गर्ल्स प्लस बॉयज, टोटल वेट ऑफ द एंटायर क्लास वुड बी जितना भी गर्ल्स का वेट है प्लस जितना भी बॉयज का वेट है, दैट वुड बी 1500 गर्ल्स का टोटल वेट है और 2400 बॉयज का है, तो टोटल वेट ऑफ द क्लास वुड बी गर्ल्स का प्लस बॉयज का। क्लास में कौन कौन है, गर्ल्स और बॉयज है ना? एंड टोटल वेट ऑफ 30 गर्ल्स दिया हुआ है 1500, गर्ल्स का टोटल वेट दिया हुआ है और बॉयज का टोटल वेट दिया हुआ है। टोटल वेट मतलब क्या होता है, सबके वेट का एडिशन। एंड पूरे क्लास का क्या होगा फिर, सारे गर्ल्स का एडिशन प्लस सारे बॉयज का एडिशन। 1500 जो सारे गर्ल्स का एडिशन है प्लस 2400 जो सारे बॉयज का एडिशन है, तो दिस प्लस दिस 1500 प्लस 2400 विच इज 3900, तो ये हो गया टोटल। एंड डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर इज एवरेज, व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स इन क्लास, 30 प्लस 40, तो आंसर भी 3900 डिवाइडेड बाय 70 जो भी है, राइट? 3900 डिवाइडेड बाय 70, तो कर लो। समथिंग कुछ नहीं डिफाइन किया हमने बस। यस, वी हैव ओनली सो फार डिफाइंड व्हाट इज एवरेज। एवरेज इज टोटल डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर, total sum of items, total sum of their weight of the students, height of the students in class, anything which is total runs scored by a batsman, and divided by number of innings the batsman plays, number of students in class, number of items that we are calculating average of, ठीक है? That is the only thing we are going to use in this class. And average is equal to total by number, so total or sum is equal to average into number, right? And number would be total divided by average. This is derivation of the same formula or same definition. And then first section after that is we want to calculate average of average when two groups are merged. We are given group 1, group 2, we know average of group 1, we know average of group 2, we know people number of items in group 1, number of items in group 2, and then we club like here. Definition use करना है directly, add all of them together, divide by number of items, that is your average, right? Here also we want to do the same thing, we want to find out ultimately the average weight of the class. Average weight of the class is equal to sum of weights of all the students in class divided by number of students. Average is always total or sum by numbers. To find out sum, we have total weight of girls and total weight of boys, so total weight of class would be just sum of these two. Now weight of girls plus weight of boys is 3900 and total number of students is 30 plus 40, right? Sum divided by number, इतना ही यूज करना है, बार बार वही यूज करना है। सेकेंड क्वेश्चन देखो, क्या क्या सेकेंड क्वेश्चन ये वाला, see the worker's salary is 6000, manager's salary is 15000, average salary would be somewhere between that. एवरेज मतलब बीच वाला कुछ वैल्यू होना चाहिए ना। हैंडआउट अपलोड नहीं हुआ इसका, हुआ है ना यशराज? इट इज अपलोडेड, प्लीज चेक. If you haven't received it, just message me on WhatsApp or Telegram and I will send it to you. I have it. But upload तो हुआ है. बताओ. फॉर्मूला नहीं, बस डेफिनेशन यूज करना है. व्हाट इज एवरेज? व्हाट इज कंबाइंड एवरेज सैलरी? दिस इज एवरेज सैलरी ऑफ वर्कर्स. व्हाट वी वांट? टोटल कंबाइंड एवरेज सैलरी. एंड एवरेज, व्हाट इज एवरेज? एवरेज का डेफिनेशन इज टोटल और सम divided by number. What we want? If there are 30 plus 12 people, we want salaries of all of them added total में, and then number we know simply 30 plus 12, that would be 42. Now we want total or sum of the salaries of all the individuals. Here there are 30 workers and each of them have salary of 6,000. We have number, we have average. Out of 3 we have 2 quantities. Which 3 quantities? Number, average and sum. Only 3 quantities are involved. We have average, sum and number. In this question we are given average and number. Immediately we can find the third one. What is the third one? Sum of salaries of all the workers we can find out here. वही करना है. जब 2 दिया है तीसरा निकालना है. Average. We can calculate sum of salaries of all the workers. Sum of salaries of all the workers is 30 into 6,000. Not 60,000. 6,000. Right? And sum of salaries of all the managers is 12 into 15,000. That is also 18,000. So what is sum of all the workers or employees? Sum of salaries of workers plus sum of salaries of managers. 42 लोग का सम निकालना है ना, तो 30 लोग का सम plus 12 लोग का सम, that would give me 42 का सम. So total would be 36,000, 18,000 plus 18,000, and total number we know is 42. ठीक है, that is possible. ठीक है निरंजन? नहीं, सेम ही चीज है. देखो यहाँ पर टोटल ऑलरेडी गिवन है. हियर एवरेज इज गिवन, so here total is already given. We want to find out total. ये डेफिनेशन ये है एवरेज का अल्टीमेटली. इसमें हमें टोटल भी चाहिए और नंबर चाहिए, तो एवरेज निकाल देंगे. तो यहाँ पे टोटल निकालने के लिए या सम निकालने के लिए यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी टोटल दिया हुआ है 30 वर्कर्स का, सॉरी 30 गर्ल्स का ऑलरेडी टोटल इज गिवन 1500. Total is given, so total just add. We need to add to find out total of the entire class. इनका वेट प्लस उनका वेट, हमें वेट का टोटल निकालना है ना. डेफिनेशन में टोटल और सम आ जाता है हमेशा, तुम ये याद रखो. क्वेश्चन कुड बी डिफरेंट, क्वेश्चन में अलग अलग क्वेश्चन में डिफरेंट डेटा कुड बी गिवन. अल्टीमेटली व्हाट वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग एवरेज, वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट सम ऑफ ऑल द आइटम्स and number of items. How do you calculate sum of all the items here? You are already given sum of all the girls and sum of all the boys. So total sum would be sum of girls plus sum of boys. But here sum is directly not given. Here average is given and number is given. So you have to first find out sum. Sum of workers 30 into 6,000. Average into number is sum. If average is total by number, then sum or total would be average into numbers. So 30 into 6,000. And sum of all the managers would be just 12 into 15,000. So sum we calculate first. Here sum is already given. Here sum we have to calculate and then add to find out sum of entire employees, number of employees, whatever there are. So that is sum divided by total number of employees. If I as a company, I am paying workers differently and managers differently. But मेरा तो खर्चा जा ही रहा है ना. I want to find out if I have certain number of employees, what is the average salary I am paying them. वो ऐसे ही निकलेगा. कितना पैसा जा रहा है मेरा divided by how many employees I have. कितना पैसा जा रहा है टोटल, वो निकालने के लिए कितना मैं वर्कर्स को दे रहा हूँ और कितना मैं मैनेजर को दे रहा हूँ, दोनों को ऐड करना पड़ेगा. वर्कर्स को मैं दे रहा हूँ 30 वर्कर्स है, हर को 6,000 दे रहा हूँ सैलरी, 12 मैनेजर हर एक को 15,000 दे रहा हूँ. So we just simply need to multiply and divide by 42. मैनेजर का भी सैलरी कम नहीं है. Do you know what is minimum wage in Delhi? In Delhi, minimum wage is 18,000. Minimum wage. So whatever employee level of IS keeps, all of the employees you see, they all earn at least 18,000. Because that is a rule in Delhi. But what is minimum wage in neighboring states, you know, like UP or Haryana? In UP, it is like 4, 5, 6,000. So naturally, workers there would want to migrate to Delhi. जहाँ पे minimum wage, they would get a double, triple. है ना? That is also another reason of migration. Would it be pull factor or push factor? Pull factor. Economics थोड़ा revise कर लेते हैं साथ में. Clear? दिल्ली में भी पहले वेज कम था before the current CM came. Of course, his voter base is poor people, so he takes all these steps. Now, what is happening here is that, see, you guys are a class. Let us say we are calculating averages of the class. We already have average age. We have number of students, which is 8. You are 8 students, and we have averages of let us say age. Wait, thoda, you know, आप insecure हो जाओगे. Average age of this class, let us assume to be 25. 25 fair. Nobody is complaining about being 25. Let us say average age of your class, 8 people is 25. कुछ लोग below average भी होंगे, कोई टेंशन नहीं है. सब लोग below average assume करो अपने आप को, बाकी सब लोग बड़े ऐसे assume करो. But average age, let us assume to be 25. Now, Jayesh has an emergency right now, so he leaves the class. Now you are 7 people, and he, of course, वो बाहर जा रहा है तो out of the sum of the ages, his age would go out. But in 5-10 minutes, Vibhas will come and join. So he, again, number of students becomes 8, and average age would change because his age would be different than Jayesh's. Now we want to find out exactly this, that what happens when one person is replaced by another person, then what happens to average, how it changes. We want to calculate that. If age of Vibhas is more than 25, which was the earlier average, then new average would increase. क्योंकि वो बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेगा 25 से, वो ज्यादा ऐड कर रहा है ना सम. Number of people are same. Average is sum by number. Number remains same, so denominator is same. No change in denominator. Numerator will change, of course, because some of the ages will be now different. One person has been replaced. So if the new person adds more to the sum than Jayesh, then average would increase. अगर वो 25 से बड़ा है तो average would increase. 25 से बड़ा से भी rather Jayesh से बड़ा है वो, then average would increase. If Vibhas is smaller in age than Jayesh, then average would decrease. We want to calculate what happens exactly. Now, this is very simple. This may look complicated, but what we want new average. And we know average is always sum by number. New sum by number. Number remains same. That doesn't change. What is new sum? New sum is old sum with Jayesh in class. He is included in this sum. Minus he leaves. Minus some that person who has left the group. Uska subtract karenge in the sum because he has left us. He takes his age with him. And plus new person joining. That would be the new sum. पुराना जितना था उसमें से ये गया और वो आया. ये गया तो इसका गया age और नया person आया तो his age would be added divided by number. Same. Number is same. Number is constant. That is what written here. New average is equal to old total sum minus value of the item left plus value of the item which replaced it divided by n, which was the original number of items in the reckoning. And this old total sum we can calculate how? If old or average and n is known, old total sum would be just old average into n. Average into number is sum. That is how old total sum can be calculated. Now, this is for those people who want to remember formulas. Fine. You can remember if everything else is given and we want to find out value of the new item. That age of Bivas, for example. That if we want to find out, then new value of new item is equal to value of old item plus increase in average into total number of items. Or value of new item is equal to, good morning. Value of new item is equal to value of old item minus decrease in average into total. If increasing this formula, if decreasing this formula. It is absolutely alright if you don't want to remember these formulas. We will do from scratch. We will only use definition, which is average is equal to total by number. See this question. Try it out. Just try to use definition. Nothing else is needed. Yashraj, I assume you got the booklet. Acha. If you want, you can just message me. I will send it to you. And let me know if you message. See, we have earlier average of the class. Then one person leaves due to transfer of his father and all. After 3 weeks, another person joins. And due to that joining, averages increases compared to earlier average. Question is, what is the age of new person, Meera, if there were 19 students in class after Raju left? So we have average, we have number of students. Read it carefully. Last line, there were 19 students in class after Raju left. So before Raju left, there would be 20 people in class. So this average is of 20 people. ये राजू के जाने से पहले की average है ना? Raju is absent today. हाँ? अच्छा, तो मैं वो कहा गया. Yes. Raju is getting replaced, na? हाँ. कितना 40? 17 to the 40 ना? हरित आ गया ना? फालतू में टेंशन ले रहे थे. दिख रहा था मुझे. हाँ, सिंपल है ना. कुछ नहीं, एक ही यूज करना है बार बार. एवरेज इज इक्वल टू टोटल बाय नंबर. एकदम सिंपल चैप्टर है ये. इफ यू नो द टू क्वांटिटीज, यहाँ पे जैसे एवरेज एंड नंबर पता है, तो कैलकुलेट द थर्ड क्वांटिटी विदाउट इवन थिंकिंग. वो लगेगा ही कहीं ना कहीं. तो सम वुड बी 17 into 20 in the first case. Before Raju leaves, that would be some of the ages of the class. Then Raju leaves and he is 18. Sum reduces. And then Meera joins. Yes, new average after Meera joins. So assume we have to calculate Meera's age. So assume it is to be X. Meera's age you can assume as X. So new average is equal to new sum by number, which is 20. It remains same. Before Raju leaves and after Meera joins. Raju gaya, Meera आई, number of students will remain 20. And new sum is nothing but old sum, 340 minus Raju because he left, and plus Meera joined, X divided by 20, and new average is 17.5. Only one unknown is there, X. Correct? What is X? हाँ, X ना. तो value of item which replaced old मतलब value of age of Meera. Question is what is age of Meera? That is she replaced Raju ना. हाँ. If you want to see how it works by formula, firstly observe that average has increased. 17 से 17.5 हुआ है. So value of Meera is equal to value of Raju plus increase in average, which is 0.5. 17 से 17.5 into number of items. This is how formula will work. This is 20 into 0.5 would be 10. 18 plus 10 is 20. This is how formula will work, if you want to remember. Yes, correct. Yashraj, Abhijit, Ashwini. Clear? If you want to remember formula or not, entirely your choice. I have absolutely no issues with it. Just remember कि कौन सा formula किस चीज के लिए. In that case, this formula is only for person getting replaced. ठीक है? So you have to remember that. Next section. Now person is not getting replaced. Now person is getting added. Like you were 8 students before and Vibhas joined. So now you are 9 students. 8 के 9 हो गए. So both numerator and denominator will change now. Denominator was number of students. That will become from 8 to 9, n to n plus 1. ठीक है? Some of the items will also change. It will increase definitely because he has joined the class. So average will also change. If his age is more than earlier average, he will try to increase the average age of the class. Right? Sorry. If his age is less than the average, he will try to bring down the average age of the class after joining. वही होगा. Logically simple, same. So let us see. New average would be old total sum plus new item. He is joining, only he will come in, sum will increase by that value. divided by number will increase by 1, n plus 1. One person is joining, no? Simple. Same thing, average is equal to sum by number. And only one thing we are using. And old total sum we can find out by old average into total number, earlier number. है ना? Now, if new average is given and we have to find out value of added item, this is how we do it. If average increases, value of added item is equal to previous value average plus increase into n plus 1. Again, you want to remember the formula, you can. Otherwise, just find out the total, find out the number, divide, that would be average, and that average increase. Assume that new person brings in x value, so sum would increase by x. So if we are given new average is given is equal to new sum. New sum will be old sum plus x, the new value, and divided by old number plus 1. Only unknown here would be x. This will be given, this will be given, this will be given. You can find out x because this is only one equation in one variable. ठीक है? It will work exactly like previous question. Only difference here is person is not getting replaced. So we don't want to subtract his age when he goes out. We just have to add a new person's age, which we assume as x, and in numbers, total number 1 would be added. Rest of the things remain same. ठीक है? Now he joined the group. Next section is what if person only leaves, nobody replaces him or no new person joins. कुछ change होगा? What would be the change? New average is equal to new sum divided by total number, and new sum here would be old sum minus the person who has left, and new number would be n minus 1. That would be the only change. You see the pattern now. New average is equal to old total sum minus value of item who has item leaving the group. Sum में से वो चला जाएगा. If we are 9 people now, and Yash has emergency now, and Yash has to leave, and he leaves. You will remember 8 people. So new sum would be old sum with Yash minus Yash का age of Yash. This is age of Yash. We are glad to live in age of Yash. Age of Yash पता है ना आपको expression? We live in age of information वगैरह बोलते हैं ना. Old sum minus value of item who is leaving the group divided by n minus 1 because he has left. So earlier you were 9 people, now there are 8 people. We have to have n minus 1. And out of all the things, only one unknown would be there, all other things would be known. So this is one equation, one variable you can simply solve. Correct? Selva, comfortable? Niranjan, Yash, Vibhas. चले आगे. Again, these are the similar formulas for person leaving the group. You can remember if you want. This is just old value plus increase into x, or old value minus decrease into x. X is number. I think it would be n minus 1. यहाँ पे 1 minus n होगा. No, 1 minus n ही है वो. 1 minus n ही है. It is 1 minus n. You want me to derive the formula? See. क्या हो रहा है? Person is leaving the group. Now, if his value is more than the average, if his age is more than 25, then after he leaves, averages of the group will decrease. right? And if his age is less than the average, then average will increase. Baki remaining people ka. So when if averages increases, then his value was less than the average. अगर group का average increase हुआ, then his value was less than the average. So this has to be a minus something. A is old average. Old average plus x is increase. And this has to be negative value, na then. Average uska kam tha average se. That is why it is correct. If you want me to derive, derivation same है, same formula से derive होता है, कोई special चीज है नहीं. It is correct, that is why. Definition से direct derivation होता है, but again not relevant for us. I recommend not remembering even these formulas because not needed. If you want to speed up your calculations, then you can remember. Or if you want to appear for a certain other examination where time is of much more importance, then also you can remember. In CSE CSAT paper, we have ample time to solve, even adding 2-3 steps extra. So we can use our brain power more, even better way to mug up certain other things rather than formula. ठीक है? I think that is all theoretical part in this topic. There's nothing special about this topic. Is there something else? I think there is 1-2 more sections ना. क्या है इसके बाद और बचा है कुछ या बस questions है? हाँ, only questions? Fine then, good. Lot of practice of applying the same formula again and again and again. Same definition rather, not even I'll not even call it formula. Okay. See the first statement, sum of few numbers is 630 and their mean is 90. So what is given? Sum is given, average is given. What is not given? Number of items or number of numbers. Few numbers बोला है ना? But out of 3, 2 quantities are there. Sum is there, average is there. Mean मतलब average. So can you calculate how many numbers are there? 7. Number of items would be sum divided by average. Same formula, same definition. Niranjan, average is equal to total by numbers, ना? तो numbers क्या होगा? Average is equal to total by number of items. We are given average 90. Mean मतलब average, right? And we are given total, which is 630. What is not given? Can we find out? What is number of items then? Is equal to total is 630 and average in division, which should be 90. So there are 7 numbers whose sum is this, average is this. Now read, if another number is added, what is the new mean? What is another number added? We want to find out mean. So now mean is equal to sum by number of items. Again definition. New mean is equal to new sum by new number of items. What is new sum? Old sum is 630 plus only one number is added, that is the new sum. पहले वाले तो sum पता था हमें, बस एक item add हुआ है. So that would be get added in the sum. And number of items, earlier there were 7, now there are 8. This is the answer. देखो क्या है, this is 750 by 8. Calculate. $93.75 is the answer. You can divide and find out. If this was the question and this was the typo, you would have marked C, na? Of course. Closest answer plus वो 92.75 भी है. निरंजन, ठीक है. एक ही डेफिनेशन है, उसी को बार बार यूज करना है. हमेशा 3 चीजें हैं, उनमें से 2 दी होंगी, एक फाइंड आउट करनी होगी. ठीक है. क्वेश्चन देखना, अल्टीमेट क्वेश्चन इज फाइंड आउट द न्यू मीन. So new mean is always new sum divided by new number. Now you want to find out just new sum and new number. New sum is just 630 plus 120. पुराना वाला total sum 630 and just one number is added. हाँ, तो that is new sum. Now new number we want to find out. उसके लिए तो old number पता चाहिए. And we are given old sum and old average. So old number can be find out. Next question. आ गया. अब निरंजन देखो, पहली लाइन में what is given, average is given and number of quantities is given, number of items is given. सम नहीं पता, सम निकाल दो पहले तो. 9 into 8. इन सेकंड लाइन क्या दिया है? तो क्या दिया है? नंबर दिया है एंड आगे ने एवरेज दिया है, तो सम पता है. क्वेश्चन है बचे हुए जो 5 है उनका एवरेज क्या है? उनका एवरेज क्या होगा? उनका सम डिवाइडेड बाय 5. राइट. एवरेज का एक ही डेफिनेशन है, सम बाय नंबर. नंबर पता है हमें 5, उन्होंने बोला है रिमेनिंग 5 का निकालो, तो दैट इज 5 इन डिनोमिनेटर. हाँ, सम अब क्या होगा? सारे लोग का सम मिला के 72 है, उसमें से 4 का 40 है, माइनस होगा. Yes, Abhijit, you got your mistake. Good. Right, correct. Everyone is correct. No doubts, right? Does anyone have any issues? Harita? हो गया ना? Simply 9 quantities and we have average as 8. So average is given, number is given. We want to find out sum. Sum would be 72 of these 9 quantities, and 4 of them have average 10. So average into number, इनका sum. We want to find out average of remaining 5. We want to find out sum of remaining 5 divided by number of remaining 5, which is 5. Sum is all the 9 quantities taken together minus जो 4 है उनको हटा दो, so it would be 32 by 5. Answer is B, 6.4. Next. Same thing you have to apply again and again and again. Absolutely no different formula or anything, even extra knowledge is not required for this chapter. Only one thing, average is total by num. आगे आ गया, आइडिया आ गया. यस, फर्स्ट में क्या किया आपने, फर्स्टली क्या किया? 1 + 2 + 3 = वट एवर. हाँ, 1 1 1. 2 + 3 + 4. हाँ हाँ, डिफरेंस ही लेना है. सो वी हैव 4 - 1 = 3. 4 is given. अच्छा, तो फोर्थ डे तो फर्स्ट सम 1 1 में से 39 माइनस क्यों किया? हाँ हाँ, फिर सिंपली व्हाट डू वी हैव, करना है ट्राई या फिर मैं करके दिखाऊं? करना है, करके दिखाओ. वी हैव average is given of first 3 days and 3 days we know number of days, so we have sum of first 3 days. Sum of first 3 days मतलब 1 + 2 + 3, these are temperatures, is equal to averages into number of items. Average into numbers is sum, and we also have similarly 2 + 3 + 4 is equal to 38 into 3, right? This is 1 1 1, this is 1 1 4. Now I can see that 2 and 3 are common here. I can subtract and there I'll get rid of those two. I am doing equation 2 minus equation 1. So 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus 3 0, and 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 3. Yes, temperature on 4th. As it turns out, अच्छा coincidence हो गया. 4 minus 1, temperature on 4 minus temperature on 1 is equal to 114 minus 111, which is 3. And what else we gave? What else we have? Just add here, put here. So 4 is 39, so 1 has to be 36. 39 minus 36 3 होता है ना, या फिर 39 minus 1 is equal to 3. 39, bring this as a minus, is equal to 1. So this is 36. ठीक है, we knew average, we knew how many days we are talking about, so we knew we had to calculate sum. Sum is this 1 + 2 + 3. Similarly, we had 2 + 3 + 4, and we saw that 2 and 3 are common, and we want fourth ka value. So we get rid of 2 and 3 by subtracting, and we are given fourth ka value. We just want 1 ka value now. Clear? Next. Guys, please replace your booklets if you haven't written anything on them. ये GS फाउंडेशन का है, वो रख दो वापस से. हाँ दे दो. If you have not written anything on them, then you can return. अगर कुछ लिखा है तो रहने दो. अच्छा, चलो फिर छोड़, दूसरा वाला रिप्लेस कर दो। हाँ, एब्सोल्युटली नो डिफरेंस, बट देर इज टाइटलिंग का डिफरेंस है। जीएस फाउंडेशन लिखा है ना आपके इस पे, तो वो उनको दे दो, जीएस फाउंडेशन के बच्चों के लिए हो जाएगा। दो दो मत रखो, पुराने वाले वापस दे दो, नए ले रहे हो तो। यश, वो पास कर दूंगी। दो दो मत रखना, और लीक भी मत करना मेरे आइटम, मेरे बुकलेट्स। एवरेज इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड मीन, अरिथमेटिक मीन। हाँ, 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 हाँ। ओके फाइन, मतलब यहाँ पे वो वर्क कर गया। बट इफ द फोर्थ का टेम्परेचर वाज गिवन एज 45, तो क्या करते? हाँ, सम वाला। we have we have average, we have number of days, so we can calculate sum of days, sum of temperatures, sum on one, on temperature on two, and temperature on three. This is sum of temperatures on first 3 days, and it is 3 into average. And here we have, and fourthly again we have 4 is equal to 39, that is given. Given है ना, if the temperature on fourth was 39, that is given. What he did was he observed that here 37 is the mean, so this temperature and here 38 is the mean. So this situation will arise if the temperatures are 37, 38, 39, and this will arise if there is 36, 34, 36, 37, 38, because mean is the middle value if we have uniformity. So that is why if it is 39, it has to be 36. But this works only if this is only because this is 39. If it was 45, then answer would have been some 42, right? So different होता आंसर। इसमें से इसको सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया मैंने, बिकॉज आई कैन सी दैट 2 is common, 2 and 3 are common, and I want temperature on first. I want to get rid of other temperatures. So I subtracted this from this. नहीं, equation number 2 minus equation number 1. Entire equation I'm subtracting. So 2 and 3 will get cancelled. 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. And here just what will remain? 4 minus 1. So 4 का temperature minus 1 का temperature is equal to 38 into 3, 114 minus 111. And this I know as 39. It is given. So what is, this is just simple equation. 1 का temperature will be, make it here, bring 3 here, it will be 36. Instead of 39, अगर ये 45 होता, so nothing would change. Only thing that would change is this would be 42 then. Correct? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कर लिया. See, this is the example of one person getting added to the group. You can use that formula, or you can simply calculate like we did. We want to find out weight of the teacher. Assume it as x. आ गया? Let us assume weight of the teacher as x. So, and we have average weight of the class 48 for 29. So we can find out sum. We know average, we know number. So this sum is 48 into 29, and teacher is getting added. So new sum would be 48 into 29 plus x. New number would be 30. And what is the new average? Increase by 0.5. So it is 48.5. Only unknown is x. Or if you put in that formula, what was that formula? Old average plus 30 into increase. So 63. That is also fine. यहाँ पे भी वही आंसर आएगा, वहां पे भी वही आंसर आएगा. वहां पे फॉर्मूला याद रखना पड़ेगा, और कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज करना है वो याद रखना पड़ेगा. कौन से क्वेश्चन में यहाँ पे कुछ याद नहीं रखना है, सीधा सीधा कैलकुलेशन करना है, आगे बढ़ना है. यहाँ पे थोड़ा कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा, बट उसके लिए बहुत ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा. दिस क्वेश्चन आल्सो, दिस मेथड विल आल्सो वर्क विद इन 1 minute. यू कैन सॉल्व, आई थिंक. नो प्रॉब्लम ना, ये तो कर ही सकते हो. एक ही तो मल्टीप्लीकेशन थोड़ा टफ है. ये एक करना है मल्टीप्लीकेशन, और ये एक करना है, 2 मल्टीप्लीकेशन करना है बस. राइट? चलेगा मल्टीप्लीकेशन करना, या फॉर्मूला याद रखना है. Only problem with formulas is you have to also remember which formula to use when. आज ही 4 फॉर्मूला पढ़े ना हमने अलग अलग, तो कौन सा फॉर्मूला कब करना है, रिप्लेस वाले में कौन सा फॉर्मूला है, और एडिशन वाले में कौन सा है, रिमूवल वाले में कौन सा है. सो दिस सिंपल एक छोटे से चैप्टर में जिसमें 3 ही सेक्शन थे, इसमें इतने सारे फॉर्मूलाज आए. तो ऑफ कोर्स अदर इन अदर चैप्टर्स मोर फॉर्मूलाज कम. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज, because this is a qualifying paper and speed is not really an issue, because it is qualifying paper, we can go by without formulas. Had it not been a qualifying paper, of course I would have given you formula sheets. रटते बैठो, मैंने बोलता आपको, because then speed would be of essence. 45 अटेम्प्ट से कुछ नहीं होता, फिर you had to take your attempt necessarily beyond 60 70. In that case formulas become necessity, but because it is qualifying paper, you should be just confident enough, and you should know basics well enough to get 80 plus 90 plus marks in any paper. If you get 150 plus, you are entitled for a gift from my side. 150 plus CSAT or what we are studying here. टेस्ट में नहीं, टेस्ट में क्या, टेस्ट में तो लेके भी आओगे. फेयर है. 150 इज अ चैलेंजिंग टास्क. हाँ, आपका क्या जा रहा है? मैं थोड़ी बोल रहा हूँ कि 150 नहीं लाओगे तो मुझे देना पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. तो ए आ रहा है आपका. ओके. ओके. This question is to remind you that arithmetic still is important. Please remember all the prime numbers from 1 to 100. क्या हुआ, प्राइम नंबर याद नहीं आ रहे सारे? याद आ गए? राइट. वीकली रिमाइंडर टू यू, राइट योर एसेस, एक वीक में एक तो लिख ही लो। मेरे से चेक मत करो चाहिए तो, अजिंक्य है ना, अजिंक्य देख रहा है मेरी तरफ, 2 वीक से मेरा ऐसे लेके बैठे हो, चेक नहीं कर रहे हो। आ गया? आई होप यू गाइस आर aware about all these prime numbers you could recall from between 10 to 30. So we have 11 as a prime number, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. Correct? These are all the prime numbers. Average is sum of all these prime numbers divided by number of prime numbers. We just have to calculate this. Harita, हो गया ना? Any doubt so far? Do you guys have any doubt? Or should we move on to PYQs? और बीच में कॉम्प्रेंशन करना है, फिर PYQs करना है. What do you think? कॉम्प्रेंशन करें, कंटिन्यू करना है? ओके फाइन, हाँ ओके। बाकी ब्लड रिलेशन के पीवाईक्यूज वी वर डन विथ ना, ऑल द पीवाईक्यूज। ब्लड रिलेशन में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था आपको, नहीं था ना? कैलेंडर्स में भी नहीं। नेक्स्ट एलआर टॉपिक इज क्लॉक्स। Clocks, we'll learn about clocks. That is a bit tricky topic because clocks involves geometry. It is a circle and angles, right? So angular measurements are involved. इतने बजे एंगल कितना होता है दो हैंड्स के बीच में वगैरह, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं। That requires you to refresh your geometry a bit. For now, we will continue with averages. Tomorrow we will cover ratio proportion. At least start ratio proportion, if not cover, because PYQs I don't know how much time we will take. And then I think clocks is there. And arithmetic rest, the quant के और बचे हैं, arithmetic का एक booklet बचा है, arithmetic 2. Then we have profit and loss, we have time, speed, distance, and we have time and work. 4 topics of arithmetic will remain, apart from of course permutations and combinations. That is a big chapter. It will take 4-5 lectures at least. There is a big booklet as well, and it is important because many questions are getting asked of that topic, है ना? And again, if you guys are willing, we will merge the 2 batches for that particular topic, the GS Foundation and your batch, because they are also the उनका भी यही चल रहा है जो आपका चल रहा है. Almost you are at the same pace, but they wanted quant to be finished earlier, so their quant is bit ahead. आपके LR के भी 2 टॉपिक्स हो चुके हैं. बाकी परम्यूटेशंस इस मंथ में ले ले, मंथ एंड में, टुवर्ड्स द एंड. लास्ट वीक we will keep for permutations, combinations. The benefit of merging batches is we'll get entire week. मतलब आप मंडे से ही आ जाओ ना, तो थर्सडे तक तो उनका स्लॉट रहता ही है, बट आफ्टर दैट एज वेल फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे आपकी क्लासेस रहती है. आई विल आस्क देम टू कम सो दैट उस वीक में फिनिश ही हो जाए परम्यूटेशंस कॉम्बिनेशन. ऐसा हो सकता है वो. इफ नॉट, अगर 3 लेक्चर आपके तो 3 ही होते हैं, तो 3 लेक्चर में तो खत्म होगा नहीं, तो अननेसेसरी ब्रेक आ जाएगा. So instead of that, in one continuous week, we can get it over with. And that has emerged as one of the important topics. Now 9-10 questions every year are getting asked. So it is quite important. And some of you might face difficulty in understanding the counting. So in that case, we will have to go slow. So let us, and we will go slow, no problem, because arithmetic maybe we purposely went slow because it is such an important topic and everyone needs to understand. वो भी वैसा ही है, विल गो स्लो. तो 4-5 की जगह 6-7 लेक्चर लग जाए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, लगने दो. हाँ, दिस क्वेश्चन कैनॉट बी डिटरमाइंड. ट्राई तो करो. हाँ, तुम्हारा नहीं आ रहा. अच्छा, दैट इज करेक्ट. Just write down everything you know, na. We have average of 3 people given. So we can find out their sum. A plus B plus C is equal to 120. अगला वाला लिखो, और चाहिए क्या वो लिखो. दिया है ना एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन. लिखो लिखो, ट्राई करो बाकी लोग. होल्डिंग ना 41. यस करेक्ट, अश्विनी अभिजीत. क्या आ रहा है अजिंक्य? हाँ, कितना है? ए बी सी डी ई एफ, 6 पीपल. कहाँ निकालना? वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट एवरेज वेट. व्हाट इज एवरेज वेट? इज इक्वल टू ए प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस डी प्लस ई प्लस एफ divided by 6. Right? Unknown is this sum. That is what we want to find out. Then we will get the average. क्या है आंसर? थोड़ी मिस्टेक कर रही हो. What we have? A plus B plus C is equal to 120. And B plus, if we add 2B आ जाएगा. B plus B, 2B आ जाएगा. We don't want 2B. We want only once B. But we have, just replace this with F. खत्म बात. And add. So simple. I told you to note that extra information is given. A plus B plus C, D plus E plus F. Now we got left hand side would be the required quantity. It is 246. Just put it here, is equal to 246 by 6, 41. Average is equal to sum by number, ना. Number you know 6. 82 कहाँ से आया तुम्हारा? 82 क्या है? These are averages of 3 people independently and 3 people independently. And one of them is common. B is common, na? B is here and here. So whenever we are given average and numbers, we calculate sum. And ultimately, what is the question? Question is average weight of all the people. Average weight matlab sum of all the people divided by number. Number is 6, you know. 6 people are there. All we want is sum of all the people. तुम एवरेज को एवरेज के साथ कैलकुलेट मत करो. दैट कैन बी डन ओनली व्हेन देयर आर सेम नंबर ऑफ पीपल एंड देयर आर डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स. अगर ये होता ना, ये बी, हियर आल्सो यू कैन, व्हाट यू कैन डू, you know that f is equal to that of b, so instead of b make it f. Now we have two different groups, same number of people in both the groups, 3 3, average 40, average 42. You add everything and divide, average would be 40 and 42 का average. What is 40 and 42 के बीच में average? 41, which is the answer. But for that, firstly you need to do this, that these group need to be different. बट वही है, ये सब छोटी छोटी चीजें याद रखना आपके लिए पॉसिबल भी नहीं है, एडवाइजेबल भी नहीं है, बिकॉज दिस इज अ क्वालिफाइंग पेपर. रिमेंबर वन बेसिक फैक्ट विच सॉल्व्स ऑल द क्वेश्चंस. इस चीज से सारे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो रहे हैं ना विद इन रीजनेबल अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम. दैट यू जस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर एवरेज इज सम डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल नंबर. So just have sum divided by total number. You already have number. All you need is sum. Now from here we want sum. So calculate sums and just replace this b with f because it is given. And if you add left hand side, you will get all the sums in numerator we required, which is 120 plus 126. Correct? Right. Answer is 41. This question, it is no need to solve, just observe. Okay. No need to solve, just observe what is happening and you will get the answer. Yes, Ashwini, Abhijit, you guys are correct. Options not visible. I'm sorry. क्या secret option है क्या? One only, two only, one and two, neither one not. You know what are the options? Done? Hmm. Hmm. Which class? Those are not leaving. Class A people are joining class B. Read the question carefully. 4 students are shifted from class A to class B. Yes. Answer? Okay. Harita? नहीं आया। ए, आपका नाम? अबीर। यश, आंसर पक्का? विवास, ए ना? ओके। See, we have two classes. There is class A and there is class B. 25 students, 30 students. Fine, no problem. In class A, highest is 21, lowest is 17. And in class B, highest is 30, lowest is 22. Now, 4 people are being transferred from A to B. Question is, what will happen to average of B? First statement is average score of class B. Now, these people have low score, even highest of them, even highest people in their class have lower score than lowest of them. So, average marks of this class has to be between 22 and 30. Na? Average would be between highest and lowest. Average हमेशा बीच में होता है दोनों के. So, their average would be between 22 and 30. And you are sending people who have maximum 21. मतलब 21 के भी 4 भेज दिया उससे उधर. The highest of the class. Still that they would try to bring down the average. Because their average is high. उनका एवरेज ज्यादा है ना 22 से, और तुम भेज रहे हो उनको 21 वाले 4, मैक्सिमम 21 वाले 4, 17 वाले भी आ सकते हैं उसमें कुछ. When you have low scoring people go there, they will try to bring down the average. Average क्या होता है? Sum divided by number. Sum will change and number will also change. Right? अरे क्योंकि ज्यादा है ना अभी वो, तो इनमें से बेस्ट लोग भी उधर जाए तो भी उसके लोएस्ट से भी कम है वो, तो उनका एवरेज तो बहुत बड़ा था पहले, अच्छा खासा था. बट दीज पीपल आर जस्ट नंबर आ रहे हैं, अच्छा मार्क्स ला नहीं रहे वो लोग. एवरेज क्या होता है? सम बाय नंबर. दोनों बढ़ रहे हैं. नंबर इज ऑल्सो इंक्रीजिंग बाय 4, सम इज ऑल्सो इंक्रीजिंग, बट सम उतना इंक्रीज हो नहीं रहा है जितना होना चाहिए. अब लेट अस से इनका एवरेज कुछ बीच में है 25, तो नंबर तो बढ़ रहा है, 30 से 34 हो रहा है, एंड एवरेज पहले था 25 ना, सो 30 इंटू 25 था. अज्यूम कर रहे हैं हम लोग कुछ 25 इंटू 30 इंटू 25 इज 750 प्लस जो 4 लोगों के मार्क्स है. नाउ फॉर दिस टू इंक्रीज और रिमेन सेम, वी नीड दिस x टू बी हाउ मच? तो फॉर वी वांट दिस इज ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 25. एवरेज सेम रहना चाहिए, बढ़ना चाहिए. उसके लिए चारों का स्कोर कितना होना चाहिए कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, तुम करो. दिस इज 850 minus 750 to 100. X has to be greater than or equal to 100, which is 25 into 4. Can 4 people from this side increase the score by 100? Highest 21 है. Even if you send 4 people of 21 marks, they will go to 84 marks, not 100. तो एवरेज तो नीचे आना ही है. अब 25 मैंने एग्जांपल लिया फॉर easier calculation. You can take any example. 22 ले लो. Still you have here 22 into 4 minus 750. 22 into 34 minus 750. You will have 3 into 4, so 12 आएगा. डिक्रीज तो होना ही है, डिक्रीज तो होना ही है, because even highest of them is not cannot reach their average. But let us see the second statement. Question is class average of class A will definitely increase. अभी average of class A कुछ है, 4 people are leaving. What did we say? What will happen to average when one person was leaving? We were taking Yash's example. If यश का एज was less than the average, then average age of the class will increase. If Yash ka age was more than the average and he leaves, then average age of the class will decrease. So it depends on who these four people are. Are their ages or are their what are scores? Are their scores less than average or more than average? If these four people have more than average score, then average will decrease. If these four people have less than average score, then average will increase. ऐसे सोचो ना कि अच्छे 4 स्टूडेंट जाए तो क्लास का एवरेज कम होगा, अगर खराब 4 स्टूडेंट जाए तो क्लास का एवरेज बढ़ेगा. लॉजिकल. So it depends which 4 people you are sending there. But in first statement it doesn't matter which 4. अगर बेस्ट भी भेजोगे तो हमसे तो कम ही है वो, तो हमारा एवरेज तो घटाओगे ही तुम, राइट? हाँ, चले आगे. हम्म. Read the full question first and then attempt. आ गया? Average age of teacher and 3 students is 20 years. We are given average and number of people. What we can find out? Sum, of course. If 3 students are of same age and teacher is 20 years older than students. So let us assume student age is s, small s. So we have 3s plus s plus 20 as sum of their ages. This is student ka sum s plus s and this teacher s plus 20. 20 na? Difference between ages. This is equal to average age is 20 into 4 people. So we have 4s plus 20 is equal to 80. S is equal to 15. So s plus 20 is 35. Correct. बताओ बताओ. दो हो जाते तो तुम तो बस डिवाइड. Repeat. What we are given is all 3 students have same age. all three students are of same age. We will assume that let age of student be S. ठीक है, which implies age of teacher is equal to, because of this difference between age of each student and teacher is 20. Fine. Now what we have is average age of teacher and students is 20 years. So sum of ages of all the students and teacher, which is equal to 20 into 4 people, is equal to 80. We have 3 students and 1 teacher. What is sum? S plus S plus S plus age of teacher is equal to 80. Equation in only one variable. So we have 4S plus 20 is equal to 80. You can bring 20 on this side. So it becomes 4S equal to 60. So S is equal to 60 by 4, 15. ये तो सॉल्व कर सकते हो ना? हाँ, सम ना, एवरेज इनटू नंबर. हाँ हाँ, we assume the age of student to be S, no? So student is age S, S plus S plus S, or teacher S plus 20. So this is sum of all the age. So this, then S is equal to 15 if you solve this. And therefore we want S plus 20. So 35. ठीक है? Next. Anyone? क्वेश्चन समझ गए? All of you guys watch cricket. UPSC examiner also is watching cricket. हाँ. हाँ. कॉन्सेप्ट एक ही डेफिनेशन। एवरेज पता है क्या होता है? जितने भी ये नंबर्स है ऐड कर दो और उसको नंबर ऑफ टाइम उससे डिवाइड कर दो, एक ही चीज है। एवरेज इज इक्वल टू सम डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर। एक ही चीज हम बार 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 यूज कर रहे हैं। जो दो दी होंगी तीन में से, देयर आर थ्री क्वांटिटीज, एवरेज, सम एंड नंबर। दो दी होती है, तीसरी निकालनी होती है। यही बार बार करना होता है। अब यहाँ पे देखो क्या दिया है, दिया बहुत कुछ है। लेट अस फर्स्ट रीड द क्वेश्चन। लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज what is his average score in last 10 innings? Average score in last 10 innings. We want to find out average. Average is equal to number last 10 innings, तो नंबर डिवीजन में 10 आएगा। लास्ट 10 इनिंग का निकालना है एवरेज। अब ऊपर क्या होगा? सम, तो रन्स ही स्कोर्ड इन लास्ट 10 इनिंग्स, है ना? तो लेट मी कॉल इट R10। लास्ट 10 इनिंग में जितने रन बनाए वो कैलकुलेट करना है, देन डायरेक्टली यू विल फाइंड द एवरेज। करेक्ट, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ठीक, अब दिया क्या है देखते हैं। एवरेज स्कोर ऑफ अ बैट्समैन आफ्टर 50th inning was this. Average is given, number of innings is given. What can you calculate? Sum meaning sum in runs he scored in first 50 innings. That you can calculate. Average into number of innings, which is 46.4 into 50. What else is given? After 60th inning, his average score increases by 2.6. So कितना बना average? 46.4 plus 2.6, 49. After 60th inning, his average was 49. So what else what can we calculate? We have number of innings 60. We have average. We can calculate how many runs he scored in 60 innings. In first 60 innings, 49 into, अब क्या पता ये क्या है? फर्स्ट 50 इनिंग्स में उसने कितने रन बनाए, ये है फर्स्ट 60 इनिंग्स में उसने कितने रन बनाए। हमें निकालना क्या है? लास्ट के 10 इनिंग में कितने रन बनाए, क्या होगा वो? हाँ, तो कैसे निकालेंगे? 60 तक जितने बनाए -50 वाले हटा दो, वो लास्ट 10 वाले मिल जाएंगे। बस वही करना है एंड पुट द वैल्यू हियर। रीड द क्वेश्चन, सी फर्स्ट व्हाट क्वांटिटी यू वांट, देन अदर इंफॉर्मेशन से वो क्वांटिटी गैदर करने की कोशिश करो। हाँ, average here it is given after 60th inning his average score increases by 2.6, so 46.4 plus 2.6. Now logically also even if you have watched cricket, you can see that his score after 60th inning becomes 49. तो 49 एवरेज से स्कोर करके तो इतना एवरेज बढ़ेगा ही नहीं, एवरेज ही नहीं बढ़ेगा। इफ यू स्कोर एट द एवरेज ऑफ 49 इन लास्ट 10 innings, your average score won't increase. So if you want to increase your average score from here to 49, 46.4 to 49, you need to score much more higher at higher rate, then only average increase होता है। So this option is gone. And if you watch cricket, you know that this is absurdity. इतना एवरेज तो किसी का नहीं होता। 122 को एवरेज से स्कोर करता है क्या? मैं बोल रहा हूं, देखो 49 अल्टीमेट एवरेज हुआ ना 46.4 से। अब 49 एवरेज से रन को बना के तो 49 एवरेज नहीं बनेगा पहले, क्योंकि कम था, तो ज्यादा रन से बनाना पड़ेगा। 49 से तो ज्यादा ही बनाना पड़ेगा एवरेज, मतलब रन्स लास्ट 10 इनिंग में। तो ये तो होगा नहीं 49, 122 और 91 तो किसी का एवरेज होता नहीं है एक्सेप्ट फॉर डॉन ब्रैडमैन। तो 62 लुक्स फेयर। तो व्हाट यू कैन डू इफ यू स्टिल वांट टू वेरीफाई, ये डाल के वेरीफाई करके देख लो वैल्यू। 62 डाल के अगर वो लास्ट इनिंग में 62 के एवरेज से रन बनाता है, इफ ही स्कोर्स एट द एवरेज ऑफ 62 इन लास्ट 10 innings, he will score 620 runs, right, in last 10 innings. And this only you have to calculate then पहले 50 में कितना बनाया था रन, 464 into 5, हाँ राइट। अरे 464 इंटू 50, 46, ये स्कोर कितने का है, रन कितने, ये बनाया ना। तो दिस इज द रन टोटल नंबर ऑफ रन स्कोर्ड इन 60 इनिंग्स, अगर ये सही है तो, एंड डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ इनिंग्स शुड गिव यू 49। मतलब उल्टा कर सकते हो फ्रॉम ऑप्शंस, बिकॉज ऑप्शंस उतने दूर दूर दिए, बट हैड द ऑप्शंस बीन 60, 61, 62, 63, देन देयर वाज नो ऑप्शन, फिर मतलब यही करना पड़ता जो अभी हमने किया पहले। हाँ अगर ये अगर ये सही, हाँ वो 620 आ गया, दैट इज लास्ट 10 इनिंग्स के रन। तो एवरेज इज टोटल रन इन लास्ट 10 इनिंग्स, टोटल डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ इनिंग्स, लास्ट 10 की बात कर रहे हैं ना हम। अरे ये तो फर्स्ट 50 का है, ये फर्स्ट 50 इनिंग्स का है, एवरेज इनटू नंबर। लास्ट 10 का आपका सम आया ना 620, लास्ट 10 का सम डिवाइडेड बाय लास्ट 10 का नंबर इज द एवरेज, एवरेज इज सम बाय नंबर, जीरो जीरो कट जाएगा बस। करेक्ट। हरिता, स्टिल फीलिंग ओवरवेल्म्ड? हाँ, nobody will touch their pens, just observe and answer. हम्म, क्यों? ये पूछा है 2021 का क्वेश्चन है, पुराना नहीं है। ठीक। हरिता, सलवा, सी, अबीर, हरिता, नो। क्या हो रहा है देखो ना, देर आर थ्री ग्रुप्स इन द क्लास, लेट अस इमेजिन देम एज रोज, थ्री रोज इन द क्लास, एंड दे आर सेइंग some people from A are shifted to B, some people are from, अभी shifting हो रहा है, and finally what would be the change in average, what happens to the average weight of the class, इंटरनल रीअरेंजमेंट से क्लास का एवरेज में कुछ चेंज होगा? बिकॉज व्हाट इज क्लास एवरेज? क्लास सम डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर, क्लास सम हैज नॉट चेंज बिकॉज पीपल हैव नॉट लेफ्ट और कम इन, दे आर जस्ट रीअरेंज्ड, तो क्लास सम इज नॉट चेंजिंग, क्लास नंबर इज नॉट चेंजिंग, तो ऑफ कोर्स एवरेज वोंट चेंज, तो आंसर इज सी, दिस 2021 क्वेश्चन, वेरी इजी, ऑब्वियस। हाँ, ओके, लास्ट इज 54, 34 आउट लग रहा है ना वैसे भी ऑप्शन। यस, अभिजीत अश्विनी करेक्ट। करेक्ट अभिजीत। करेक्ट। कल एक्स्ट्रा क्लास ले, टुमारो एक्स्ट्रा क्लास चलेगा? एक्सटेंड, वी विल एक्सटेंड दिस क्लास ओनली। जाना है आपको कुछ? ओके, डू यू गो टू द क्लास, दैट वाज माय क्वेश्चन, नॉट सर व्हाट इज सर गोइंग टू कवर, दैट इज नॉट व्हाट आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन। डू यू गो टू द क्लास ऑफलाइन? हाँ ना, यस पक्का। हम्म। कितने बजे? कल भी? अरे यार, एकदम सर ने मेरे वाले डेज ले ली, तो सुबह वाला स्लॉट मुझे पकड़ा देते ले। हाँ है ना, ऑल आर सीनियर टू मी ना, ऑल आर लाइक बिग ब्रदर्स टू मी। तो तुम सुबह पढ़ाओगे हमेशा का है। अभी तक मैंने दिल्ली ही नहीं आफ्टरनून में बैच, पता है? नॉट अ सिंगल वन ऑफ माय बैचेस हैज बीन आफ्टरनून बैच। एट्थ वाली वुड बी द फर्स्ट वन व्हेन आई विल टीच 11 एएम वाला स्लॉट, 8 से जो स्टार्ट होगी। अदरवाइज आए वो मुझे ही सुबह लेना पड़ता है। बाकी कौन लेगा यार, करण सर वो तो शाम में लेंगे दोपहर में लेंगे। संतोष सर वो जब चाय लेंगे। निषाद सर भी नहीं आते सुबह, निखिल सर आ जाते हैं, लेकिन निखिल सर की भी सुबह होती है। हम्म। हम्म। यस। What is the weight of the mother, that is asked? Question is what is the age of the weight of the mother? Family has two children along with parents. हम दो, हमारे दो वाला सीन है। The average of the weight of children and their mother is 50. So we are given average and number of people. हाँ 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 हाँ। यस। नहीं नहीं, 4 नहीं, 3 ना। चिल्ड्रन अलॉन्ग विद देयर मदर, फादर नहीं है। So we have child 1 plus child 2 plus mother is equal to 150, right? And average weight of children with their father is 52. So C1 plus C2 plus F is equal to 180. 60 है ना, सॉरी 52 है, मुझे लगा ये 156. So if we subtract, C1 or C2 will get cancelled. So we have F minus M is equal to 6. F is given as 60. So M would be 54, right? Answer here is D, 54. Next. Good question. Try it out. आ गया? ओके गुड। निरंजन कुछ हो रहा है? गलती से क्या इम्पैक्ट हुआ वो सोचो। नहीं नहीं, गलती से एक्चुअल मार्क्स उसके थे 53, दैट वर रेड एज 83। कितने ज्यादा मार्क्स काउंट हो गए? तो उतने कम करने पड़ेंगे टोटल से। व्हेन वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग सम, वी आर गिवन एवरेज, वी आर गिवन नंबर, so we can calculate sum, which is we are given average and we have number of students. Yes, so sum of marks of all the students is 4000. But the problem क्या हुआ है? One student had actually 53 marks, but they were counted as 83 marks. So how many 30 extra marks were calculated, no, in sum? So they need to be removed. तो 30 रिमूव करो। हाँ, सम में से 30 ज्यादा काउंट हुआ है ना सम में। वी वांट व्हाट? करेक्टेड मीन मार्क्स। तो करेक्ट एवरेज क्या है? सो करेक्ट सम डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर, नंबर इज सेम 100। करेक्ट सम वी वांट, करेक्ट सम इज द सम दैट वाज कैलकुलेटेड माइनस 30, हाँ, यस, एंड डिवाइड बाय 100। यस, ऑप्शन नंबर बी। तो करेक्टेड, corrected average is equal to correct sum divided by number. Always only one definition we are using again and again and again, nothing different I'm using. Correct sum is actual, no, sorry, calculated sum minus 30, because for that one student instead of 53, 83 were counted, so 30 marks extra were counted, that we need to remove, divided by 100, which is 3970 by 100. You put decimal here. This is little different. Correct, Ashwini, Yashraj, Abhijit. Very good. Abir, what is your answer? ये वाला, हाँ। हरिता, कुछ हो रहा है? जयेश, निरंजन, जो जो दिया है वो लिख लो। वॉट एवर इंफॉर्मेशन दैट इज गिवन, Just write it down. You will see it. The first information is average weight of 9 persons is 50. So we can find out sum. So what we have? 1 plus 2 plus up to 9 is equal to 50 into 9. Correct. Then average weight of first 5 persons is 45. So they are giving number to these people, and first 5 they are talking about. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 45 into 5. Correct. And average weight of last 5 persons, that is 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 is equal to 55 into 5. Question is, what is the weight of this person number 5, which is repeated here and here? If we subtract, it gets eliminated, but we want it. We don't want to eliminate it. We just add it then. We add it. What do we have? 1 plus 2 plus up to 9 and 1 more times 5. Because 5 comes twice, no? Other thing come once. Is equal to 45 into 5 plus 55 into 5, which is 500. 45 plus 55, 100 into 5. 5 I can take common, 45 plus 55 is 100. So, and this we know, 450. So 450 plus 5 is 500. So 5 का weight is 50. From here, we know this. हाँ, तो एक यहाँ पे आ गया ना बीच में, वही 5 एक एक्स्ट्रा आ गया. What information I have? I'm just plotting the information right now. हाँ. Which difference? Where are you getting 220? हाँ. हाँ. If I change the 55 from 55 to, let us say 60. Don't complicate. Don't make things unnecessarily complex. Only remember one formula, that is average is equal to sum by two numbers. From that, we know that what is the sum of all the 9 persons, weights of all the 9 persons, because average is given, number is given. So sum from 1 to 9 is 450, right? Then we have average of first 5 is 45. So sum of first 5 is 45 into 5. Sum of second 5 is 55 into 5. Right? Then either I subtract. What you did is also correct. What you did is also correct. Why? Because if you subtract ना, then you get, no, कैसे subtract करके सही आ रहेगा? What you can do, यहाँ पे coincident क्या रहा है? Alternatively, rather than what I did, let us first finish what I did. So this first 5 का sum, second 5 का sum, so 5 comes twice. I add 2 of them, so everything comes once, and 5 comes twice, so 5 comes one time extra, and this sum I know is 450. So 450 plus something is 500, RHS का sum. So I get 50. Alternatively, I can put this first equation in this wala equation. So I get 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 की value. That value I can put here and get 5 की value. Equivalent है, कोई फर्क नहीं है. Ultimately, we have to use all the 3 informations. ठीक है? ये पूरा खोल दिया है क्योंकि सामने सामने दिखे. There should not be any doubt. it is okay if you take 10 seconds, 20 seconds extra if the prize is getting it right. Anyway, should we move back to comprehensions? Let us do comprehensions. लास्ट बुकलेट के बचे थे ना कुछ? लास्ट बुकलेट के बचे थे कॉम्प्रेंशंस? हाँ, एक बचा था। कौन बोला मुझे एक बचा था? सेलवा, लास्ट बुकलेट कॉम्प्रेंशन सर ओवर ना? यू आर मिसलीडिंग मी. हुए ना सारे? ओके. बी सी ए, वी हैव 3 आंसर्स. क्या बात है, गुड स्टार्ट. फाइनली आपको बी आ गया और वो गलत हो तो? अच्छा. अच्छा. डूबेंगे तो साथ डूबेंगे. निरंजन, क्या है आपका? बी. अबीर, वाओ, ऑडियंस पोल इज विद बी. व्हाई डू आई हैव बैड फीलिंग अबाउट दैट? ओके, बी. सी, किसका सी था? व्हाइटनर लेके जा रहे हो आप? ओके। यशराज, आपका ए है। व्हाट अबाउट अश्विनी, शिवांश? जा सकते हो, बिल्कुल। हाँ, व्हाट, आई हैव यूज्ड व्हाइटनर, नथिंग बैड हैज हैपेंड। हाँ हाँ, आई टोल्ड यू दिस ना। हाँ, बट ऐसे पूछना उछना मत किसी से कि यूज कर सकते हैं क्या, एग्जामिनर से। यूज कर लेना। इफ यू आस्क फॉर परमिशन यू विल बी डिनाइड। व्हाई आस्क, जस्ट गो एंड यूज। ऐसा नहीं कि बहुत बार यूज कर रहे हो, फॉर वन। हाँ, अरे तू मशीन को क्या पता चलेगा? कौन देख रहा है? अबे कौन है वो? स्कूल के टीचर है उधर के। वो कोई यूपीएससी भेज रहा है क्या, इन्विजिलेटर्स? ठीक है ना, झगड़ने को। हाँ हाँ, अरे इससे भी ज्यादा बताऊं, आई वन एट इन वन प्रीलिम आई डिडंट, आई फॉरगॉट टू टेक व्हाइटनर। वो घर रह गया था, और एक गलत मार्क तो कर दिया मैंने। तो मैंने ब्लेड लिया, कुछ नहीं हुआ, मार्क्स मिल गए मुझे। ठीक है, ब्लेड मतलब कुछ तो ऐसा था मेरे पास जो जिससे निकाल सकते हैं। कुछ तो ऐसा था, या फिर उसने दिया, सॉरी, एग्जामिनर ओनली गिव मी ब्लेड। यस, नाउ आई रिमेम्बर। एग्जामिनर को मैंने पूछा, सर व्हाइटनर है क्या आपके पास? उसको ही मैंने पूछा, इन्विजिलेटर को, डू यू हैव व्हाइटनर सर प्लीज। वो उसने पूछा, किसी के पास नहीं था, बोलते ये ब्लेड ले लो, उससे कर लो। कर लिया। बट बी वेरी केयरफुल, फटना नहीं चाहिए बस। हाँ, प्रैक्टिस करो। हाँ, व्हाइटनर लेके जाओ ना। वर्स्ट थिंग क्या होगा? उसके मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे, वो तो वैसे ही नहीं मिलने वाले थे। हाँ ना। हाँ, और क्या होगा इससे खराब? वन मोर थिंग यू कैन डू, मतलब आई डोंट नो, इफ आई डोंट रिमेम्बर कि यूपीएससी में होता है कि नहीं। इफ यू मार्क इट रॉन्ग, इफ यू मार्क इट रॉन्ग, यू नो यू आर गोइंग टू गेट नेगेटिव, सारे एबीसीडी को फिल कर दो, जीरो मिल जाएंगे। दैट क्वेश्चन विल बी डेड फॉर यू। निगेटिव से तो जीरो अच्छा ही है। हाँ हाँ, वो सब कुछ रीड करेगा और वो क्वेश्चन डेड कर देगा। बट इफ यू आर श्योर कि इसमें तो निगेटिव जाना ही है मुझे, देन डू दैट। हाँ, दो भर दो, तीन भर दो, चार भर दो। हाँ, सही भी भर जाएगा ना, चारों भर दोगे तो सही भी मार्क किया तुमने। एटलीस्ट अर्लियर होता था, आई डोंट नो इफ दे हैव अपडेटेड द सिस्टम्स, दैट इफ, हाँ, आगे अगर सारा करेक्ट, सारे मार्क कर दो तो गलत कर देंगे, ये अगर रूल है तो, मतलब उन्होंने सिस्टम अपडेट। हाँ, हम, इफ दे अपडेटेड आई एम नॉट अवेयर, बट अर्लियर तो चलता था ये, एट अदर स्टेट सर्विसेज में अभी भी चलता है। हाँ हाँ, आई डोंट नो देयर इंटरसाइड क्या होता है, बट वैसे ही निगेटिव जाना था यार। व्हाट इज द वर्स्ट थिंग दैट कैन हैपन? निगेटिव तो वैसे ही जा रहे थे, you know it is going to get negative ना, in that case you can do that. If you're not sure that ये negative जा सकता है, then of course you can't. हाँ, तो नहीं कर सकते, फिर मत करना। क्या पता साला तुक्का वो गलती से सही आ गया। There was this question in 2022 attempt, the people who wear caps and all, ऐसा कुछ, हाँ, कल्चर वाला क्वेश्चन, medieval का क्वेश्चन था, what they are called, and there were four options. हाँ, कुलाधरन, कुलाधरन, who are called कुलाधरन। तो चार ऑप्शन थे। यू मेट अनूप ना, ही मिस्टेकनली मार्क डी, घर आके देखा तो सही निकला। एवरीबॉडी इज शॉक्ड, इस ये कैसे पता था तुझे? बोलते नहीं 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 पता था, बाद में हमें साइड लेके बता रहे, मुझे नहीं पता था, ऐसे ही गलती से लग गया वो। बट वो मत करना फिर कि श्योर नहीं हो तो मत ये सब मस्ती करना. If you are sure that it is wrong, then you can do. Because worst thing that is going to happen is you are not going to get marks or you are going to get negative. वो तो वैसे भी जा रहे थे. हाँ, let me see. Good corporate governance structures encourage companies to provide accountability and control. Fine, that is what good corporate governance encourages. A fundamental reason why corporate governance has moved on to the economic and political agenda worldwide has been the rapid growth in international capital markets. International capital markets ka growth has been the fundamental reason for what? For corporate governance to move into the economic and political agenda of the countries or the governments. It is now important for governments as well to ensure good corporate governance. Effective corporate governance enhances access to external financing by firms, leading to greater investments, higher growth and employment. Of course, if your company is good, it will get you access to good external markets, external financing and higher growth employment. Obviously, if you invest, growth will be higher, employment will be higher. Investors look to place their funds where the standards of disclosure of timely and accurate financial reporting and of equal treatment of all stakeholders are met. So me as an investor, what would I look in a company? I would look that if the company is stable, if the company is transparent, if the promoters are transparent, if the independent directors are appointed timely, if the meetings happen timely, if the disclosures are there timely and accurate, then I would try to invest in that company, invest in that firm as an investor. So that is what it is saying, that because these international capital markets have grown so much, and investor always look for good corporate good investment opportunities which are in the companies that showcase good corporate governance. That is why it has become fundamental to the economic and political agendas as well. That is the passage. Importance of good corporate governance and how these global capital markets have furthered the cause of good corporate governance. Best reflects logical inference from the passage given above. Inference is something you as a reader take out, infer from the passage. It may or may not be there in the passage. We have talked about this. Inference is you as a reader take out. There could be multiple inferences because there could be multiple things that you may take out of this passage. Here they have asked only one. 1A. It is important agenda of the countries around the world to ensure access to good external financing. No, countries can't ensure. Countries can facilitate, but getting access to good external financing depends on a lot of other factors as well. B. Good corporate governance improves the credibility of the firm. Definitely true, no problem. But let us see if other options are better than this. C. International capital markets ensure that the firms maintain good corporate governance. The author clearly talks about how due to international capital markets, corporate governance has moved to the center stage and how it furthers the cause of the good corporate governance. But the only problem in this statement, otherwise correct statement, is because there are lots and lots of stakeholders to ensure good governance in corporates. There are multiple stakeholders. There are owners, there are promoters, there are directors, there are regulators, then there are investors, then there are people where factories is, workers, all the other people that are getting affected. Everybody needs to be on the same page to ensure good corporate governance. Can only capital markets ensure that? Definitely not. Yes, they are promoting the cause. Yes, that much we can get on board with. But this word ensure is extreme word. Nobody can ensure it. Government can't ensure it. Judiciary can't ensure it. Those who want to do frauds, do frauds. Adani Hindenburg case is there, or Vijay Mallya case is there. There are many things. ICICI, Chanda Kochar. Huh? यस बैंक, पंजाब एंड महाराष्ट्र बैंक, DHFL वाला वो जो हुआ था. So again, point is, it cannot ensure, nobody can ensure. C and D, good corporate governance paves the way for robust supply chains. Nothing about supply chains has been talked about in the passage. ठीक है, एक और करें, एक और करते, छोटा सा है वो. Okay. Answer of the question above is B. In my opinion, again. Acha. In my opinion, answer should be B. This was 2023 question, so we will get to know official answer soon, after the result is declared. Yes, 1 second. Speak. Are you able to unmute yourself? Okay, wait. उनको बोलने के लिए अलाउ करता ना. Okay, now try.
हेलो.
Yes.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
Good morning.
सर मेरा कनेक्शन चला गया था तो मुझे ये नहीं पता कि आपने ए के बारे में क्या कहा है, बट मेरा डाउट ये है ना सर कि अगर ए और बी पॉसिबल आंसर लग रहा हो एग्जाम के समय, तो फिर ऐसे सिचुएशन में क्या करना चाहिए, अटेम्प्ट करें या छोड़ दें?
नहीं, अटेम्प्ट तो करना है. देखो, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स यू विल बी स्टक इन 2 ऑप्शंस. वो 2 तो ऑटोमेटिकली एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगे. बट नाउ लुक कि पैसेज से कौन सा कनेक्टेड है, बिकॉज वी हैव टू आंसर बेस्ड ऑन पैसेज ओनली. नाउ ये देखो तुम, इट इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट एजेंडा ऑफ द कंट्री अराउंड द वर्ल्ड टू एंश्योर एक्सेस टू गुड एक्सटर्नल फाइनेंसिंग. तो अपने भी गवर्नमेंट की बारे में सोच सकते हो. इज इट इंपॉर्टेंट एजेंडा फॉर द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट टू एंश्योर कि सारे कंपनीज को अच्छा एक्सटर्नल फाइनेंसिंग मिले? And can they ensure it? No. Main important agenda of the country is to ensure that ki social, political, economic, सारे environment, मतलब business environment is fair for everyone. All the stakeholders are taken care of. Not कि उनको external financing मिले. Firstly, they are capable enough to raise external financing on their own. It's not an agenda for the government, and let alone important agenda. वो भी ensure तो कर ही नहीं सकते. Because investor ultimately will invest where they want to invest, and if it is an agenda, it would be like crony capitalism kind of agenda, not the official agenda of the government. ठीक है, this option is much cleaner. यहाँ पे कोई डाउट नहीं है, and this follows directly from the passage.
सर जैसे अभी आपने बताया ना, तो इंश्योर को हम लोग जो हार्श वर्ड कहते हैं वो कंसीडर कर सकते हैं इन फ्यूचर के लिए भी सर. जैसे हम लोग डेफिनेटली, एब्सोल्युटली, तो वैसे ही अगर इन फ्यूचर अगर हमारा एग्जाम में इंश्योर लगे, मतलब रहे, तो हम लोग इसको भी रख सकते हैं कि हाँ ये थोड़ा सा स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ड है.
तो थोड़ा सा रख सकते हो, ऐसा नहीं कि वो डेफिनेटली जितना एक्सट्रीम वर्ड है, बट यस, मतलब थोड़ा तो उसमें डेफिनेटिवनेस है, नॉट एज मच एज अदर वर्ड्स लाइक ओनली या फिर एट वंस वगैरह, जो ऐसे वर्ड्स होते हैं ना, तो उनके जितना नहीं है, बट थोड़ा सा तो है. यू कैन थिंक अबाउट इट, बट अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू चूज व्हाट इज द बेस्ट ऑप्शन अमंग द गिवन वंस. यहाँ पे देखो, इसमें तो कोई डाउट ही नहीं है बी में, बिकॉज यहाँ पे बोला भी गया है कि स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ डिस्क्लोजर, टाइमली एक्यूरेट फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग, इससे सबसे कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस बेटर होता है, और कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस अच्छा हो तो दे गेट एक्सटर्नल फाइनेंसिंग इन अ बेटर वे, दे गेट मोर इन्वेस्टमेंट. इन माय ओपिनियन आंसर शुड बी बी. अब देखते if the UPSC gives some other answer, we will come up with some other justification for that answer. क्या कर? ओके यशराज.
थैंक यू सर. सर मेरा कनेक्शन चला गया था इसलिए मुझे
अरे
प्रॉब्लम हुआ सर.
Anybody with any other answer? Elephants are landscape architects. Landscape architects, creating clearings in the forest, preventing overgrowth of certain, which allowing space for regeneration of others, which in turn provides for sustenance of herbaceous animals. So in the first statement itself, author is saying how elephants benefit others, the ecosystem, other animals, etc. Elephants eat fruits, seeds, propagating the seeds when they defecate in other places as they travel. Sure. So this is also part of regeneration. This is also part of regeneration of forest. Elephants' dung provide nourishment to plants and animals and acts as a breeding ground for insects. Their dung acts as breeding ground for insects. In times of drought, they access water by digging holes, which benefits other wildlife. ठीक है. So it talks about how important role elephants perform, which benefits other species, which benefits forest regeneration, which benefits propagation of other animals, sustenance of other animals, water for them, it provides water for other animals, etc. And question is, most logical rational inference. Inference is something you as a reader can take out of the passage, you can infer from the passage, it may not be directly there in the passage. हाँ, क्रक्स है, कहना क्या चाहते हो ऑथर? हाँ, नहीं, ऑथर क्या कहना चाहते हैं और तुम उससे क्या निकाल सकते हो? अगर इफ दिस क्वेश्चन वाज नॉट इन्फरेंस ना, then answer would have been different. Inference may not be directly there in the passage. You as a reader have to take out, including your using your other knowledge as well. But crux, you can't use your other knowledge. Conclusion, you can't take your other knowledge. Inference, you can. Assumption, you can. ठीक है. First, home range of the elephants need to be vast areas of rich biodiversity. No, कोई बोला नहीं कि where should elephants reside or what kind of residence they have. Elephants are keystone species and they benefit the biodiversity. True, we know otherwise it is true. And passage also talks about benefits benefits elephants have on the environment. Let us see the other options. Rich biodiversity cannot be maintained in the forest without presence of elephants. Absolutely not true. Corals, rich biodiversity, no elephants in corals. And D, elephants are capable of regenerating forest. True, बोला गया है. Which species as per their requirement? That is also true. That is also fair. Passage also says this, right? That elephants can do what they please, and in doing so, they benefit others. But what is the most logical rational inference? The fight is between B and D. The fight is still raging. ऐसा नहीं है कि it is over. Yes, different coaching institute have given different answers. Huh? Yes, this is also 2023. We will know the answer when key is out. In my opinion, strictly my opinion, answer should be B, because the landscape architects, they have been called. They have been, of course, regeneration में उनका role है important, that has been highlighted. True, but their other roles are also highlighted, like propagating, like last statement, which benefits other animal, accessing water by what they do for their purpose as per their requirement. True, but they are capable of regenerating forest. That is also true, but that benefits others seems to be more focus of the passage, that how whatever capacity they act in, how they benefit forest, how they benefit other animals, biodiversity, how they benefit overall ecosystem. That seems to be more focus of the passage rather than how they work for themselves and change the ecosystem for their comfort. That doesn't seem to be focus of the passage. And because this inference, keystone species word we can use from our other knowledge, and that is why answer could be B. If it was not inference, then answer would have been D. But because it is inference, answer I think should be B. Now let us see what UPSC gives us. But because this is inference question, answer could be B. Most probably it would be B. ठीक है?
Sure.
Yasharaj, you again want to speak? No?
Yes, sir.
Wait. Yes, you can speak now.
सर आप अगर एग्जाम में रहते सर तो डी ऑप्शन बहुत ज्यादा सेफ नहीं लग रहा सर.
Yes, in examination you will ultimately mark what you feel correct at that moment. वो तो होगा. That is why our purpose is to get our attempt to 45, so that अगर ये ऐसे 2-4 क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग हो भी जाए एक्स्ट्रा तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए. We should not, मतलब अपना क्वालिफिकेशन दाव पे नहीं लगना चाहिए एक क्वेश्चन पे. वो अपना टारगेट है. एक आध क्वेश्चन इधर उधर हो सकता है, 2-4 एक्स्ट्रा गलतियां होना भी अपने क्वालिफिकेशन को हैम्पर नहीं करना चाहिए. दैट इज व्हाई आवर टारगेट इज गेटिंग आवर अटेम्प्ट बियॉन्ड 45 एंड बैलेंसिंग आवर अटेम्प्ट, क्योंकि कॉम्प्रिहेंशन में ऐसे क्वेश्चंस कुछ होंगे जहां पे आपको उधर भी डाउट होंगे, तो इसलिए क्वांट और अपने को एलआरबी अटेम्प्ट करना ही है.